Be on in a minute. Okay, we're streaming. Um, I'm just going to be playing around a little bit. I've been in the marketplace, looking at some of the players who've done well, and I put an order in for what's this? What? Let me get into let's see, shop. My orders. So I'm still trying to sell Johnny Talda at $3.90. I don't think that's gonna work. I try to buy this relief pitcher, longer relief pitcher, Chris Devinsky. Seems to have good durability. Seems to have good control. Decent control. So he's only 25 stubs, so we're going to go for that. See what we can do with him. So last night I tried to get that day one daily, the opening day thing. Did not quite get to do that. I got 14 hits, and then I got 6 hits in a conquest match, and it doesn't look like I got the thing. So I'm not sure if it. Okay, so we have the common bronze event. Looking at this event, view entry. Okay. Detailed event info. 3 inning games. So they're having this now. You'd have to be something else to be able to get the 80 wins. Shoot. To get the 80 cumulative wins in a week. I don't know where. Well, it's 3 inning games, so I suppose if you really grind on the weekend, someone might be able to do that. So I don't know how you enter these things. I don't know how you enter these things. Been trying to figure that out, and it doesn't seem. Maybe it makes you go all the ways to the bottom before it lets you. Okay, how do you do this? Starts April 4th, so it started today. How do you enter an event? I wonder if you use. No, I don't think you use tickets for that. See, it's saying I haven't played a game this season, which is not true because I did. But I want to show you something. This was pointed out by, I think it's the guy who does the budget ballers, twin gaming. Oh, but he's actually check out his YouTube channel. Look for budget ballers. So he pointed out something really good about with Conquest here, that you can do something like that. And then, let's see. Menu, let's see. You want to skip that, and you want to, oh wait, you want to skip the, let's skip that too and go around. Menu, skip to reinforcement phase. Let's see. And let's see. Okay. Alright. Now, I don't really want to move fans right now. What I want to do is skip to attack phase. And I'm going to attack here. Select. And skip the steel, skip to reinforcement phase. And so we'll go here and as you can see, what I'm doing here is I am reinforcing the areas that are on border areas, and I'll put one there. And do I want to move fans? Twins look like they can attack. So, you know what? I'm going to move fans from here to here, because I need that more. And we want to skip that. No, we don't. We want to attack. We want to attack these empty territories. The idea is you're supposed to attack as much as free space as possible. So what you want to do here is, no, I don't want to do that. makes me a little vulnerable, but and no. Okay, we're gonna go. And then so we are going to see if we could. I'm gonna sim this game. So let's see what it's gonna have me do. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sim. Try to build up and sim. And is it gonna let me? Well, I guess it's not, so we're gonna play this. Okay. Let's see if I can, what I can do. Is it gonna let me sim it, or is it gonna insist I play it? Well, if I play it, then I get my practice in for the night. So let's see.
Now from the home of the 2014 All-Star Game, a look at Target Field in Minneapolis. We expect a good battle out of this conquest matchup between the Bandits and the Twins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad.
He hit it right to the...
What do they need to focus on in this one?
Well, for me, in this game, it comes down to runners in scoring position. If you're able to pick up the runners in scoring position, clearly you're going to score runs, right? But there's many ways to do it. Just hit that ground ball up the middle when they're playing back with the runner on third, and before you know it, you've added on, and now you've allowed your pitcher to pitch his game. That's all they need to do.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side.
We're hitting it right to guys.
But a quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
The center fielder, number 1.
Stepping into the box, Gerard Dyson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead.
There we
and have
go.
the hitters on their heels.
And
Okay.
a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took the ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Rognet Odor now. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1 delivery. A pitch out. The throw.
He's out.
And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Now a swing and a ball pop high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting second, right fielder.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on.
Kind of have to look at 2 places at once if you're using the catcher's signals.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Okay.
Ready with the 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming.
Just
a
missed.
touch outside. 1-2.
Just missed.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the
And got
fastball
him.
there, and he got him to swing through it for the second
Got
out.
him, got him, got him, got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And a fastball.
Got him.
Strike 3, and the side is retired. On to the second. Stepping up.
Now, one thing I'm going to do is get someone ready.
Leading off for Brooklyn, second baseman, Ruth Ned Odor.
Let me get, and I'm going to get right-hander Sam Dyson also moving up.
First delivery to him on the way. Top slider over the inside corner for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Santana racing back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell.
Okay.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Let's take a look at the Twins defensively brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down on second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. Hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Carlos Correa stands in as he looks at ball one here. No score here as we play inning number 2. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Escobar loves it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Gonzalo Solarte. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. Sano is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Miguel Sano.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Revere is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up the fifth league, courtesy of Majestic. And I'm looking down at Brandon Belt. You know, this guy's really solidified himself in the middle of the Giants' order. You weren't sure how he was going to hit, but one thing you did know, he was going to be able to defend. And that defense is one of the best in the league because of Brandon Belt.
Eddie Rosario comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball.
Yeah, that's nice.
And there are 2 away. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Waka looks in. Here's the first pitch.
And
That time for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
This has been a remarkable start to the game. You talk about pitch count. Now, he only threw 9 pitches in the first inning, and here he is with another chance in the second inning to go single digits again. He's set up pretty good to go deep in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he drops a changeup.
And that's it.
3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So they breeze
he's
through
the
this
second
half
one
of the
up,
inning.
so
We'll go
we're going
now
to probably
the top
use a
of the
pinch
third.
hitter.
And we
Of
are
the Force
tied
J
0-0.
building, Minneapolis. I remember that. I lived in
Beautiful day
Minneapolis
here in
briefly.
Minneapolis as we welcome you back to Target Field for the top of inning number 3. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
I didn't think that was...
0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Rosario arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
And I'm going to bring in Johnny Damon.
Michael Waka.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter forthcoming as left-handed hitting
If I
Johnny
get 100
Damon
hits with
moved
him,
into the on-deck
there's a
circle.
reward for that.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Buxton is there. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 25.
Riding in once again, Ben Revere. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here
several
this
line
half.
drives
We'll head down to
that
the
are
home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Sam Dyson, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
they always recommend you do the practice pitches. Gives you a chance to get your guy more warmed up and ready to go. And it gets you used to seeing what pitches he has. Tried to change up yet. There we go. Just in. And now, of course, this is the bottom of the 3rd, which means if they score, they win.
Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out as well.
So we got 2 down.
Back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Joe Mauer will grab the bat and hit for the pitcher here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this is bounced foul with the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I'll tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
And that ends it.
For strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and Tyler Duffy, the right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Grounded to first. Kepler moving to his right. And a step on first himself for the out.
Not getting many hits.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. Rosario is going to get
hitting
there
line
as he
drives
picks
and
up
they're
the put
going.
away, and there are 2 gone now.
They're going right to
He got that
people.
one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the
This game may
outfielder's
go
head.
a while.
Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he swings and misses at it.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, and then he comes back with the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball.
Every ball I hit is to some
On the
guy.
bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Santana. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Home. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball, just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on the ball, way out of the zone, and there's one away. Ready for another chance? Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And they'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
3-1. This guy, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. But the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement and he's keeping
He
hitters
doesn't
off
have
balance
many
with it.
pitches left in
Bases
him.
are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
2 strikes. hits it in the left field. He should hit a center wedge better than that ball was placed right there.
Felipe Rivero takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Here's Miguel Sano, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on.
Leading off for Brooklyn, first baseman, Brandon Bell.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Oh,
Swing and
dropped
miss
right
it.
at.
Good old Uncle Charlie. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Swung that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Gotta be careful doing that.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's
Need a home
1 thus
run.
far. First offering on its way. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is taken in for the second out.
We're not doing anything.
Taking in,
That
gonna have a
wide.
Solarte.
We've had
Comes
like
into this
1
at
hit.
bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Slides down the left side, but foul. This is on the ground over to first. Kepler has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Rosario. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Here's the swing and a miss, 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. And
Come
the
on.
slider's almost in the dirt. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff
Come
walk to get
on,
the
gotta
ball half
start
of the
throwing.
fifth underway.
Throwing strikes.
Now batting,
Riding in, Max Kepler, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. In there for strike 1.
I get that double play.
The 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Blackman is under it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And this will prove to be a heads-up play at first as he tags up and moves into scoring position now.
That's my bad feeling for you.
Standing in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Checking his energy, his confidence.
That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it.
And now this kicks off the glove of McCann, and this will be scored as a pass ball.
And
he'll make it to third here on what will likely be. Justin Wilson, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Alright. We got... Okay. We got 1 out.
And this one gets away. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make them swing and miss.
He needs to strike out.
No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with
That's
1
the
gone.
one thing that's going to save him.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Dyson's there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the Twins are going to walk home a winner. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations.
2 hits
Every
the
test
whole game.
A single run good enough to...
Not a good game. But we will get cards. I leveled up. I'm now level 14. Let's see if it gives me something. Alright. No. not going to move any fans right now. And he's gonna attack that. And I think we're gonna leave it at that. As soon as this phase is over. So let it save it. Hopefully I'll get my rewards, whatever they may be. Still can't figure out how the heck you enter events. I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing event info. Okay, so okay, so it's telling me it's double elimination, and when I say view entry, not sure how you enter. I'm gonna have to find out. So we're gonna get out of this. Yeah, I think they already did that. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna end it here. So hopefully we've had some good Diamond Dynasty there. It was a close game, but you could see the technique of spreading out your guys and getting cat territory without actually having to play the games. So that'll, I think, will help. And also try to get reinforcements so you're not having to play, you know, you can play on an easier mode and have a better chance of winning. So anyway, we're going to end it here. And do I have any viewers tonight? Oh, I have one viewer. Hello, viewer. Let's see what your name is, if I can find it in my chat. No? Let's see. Viewer list. Hello, Stream Jar. Anyway, we're going to end it here. Take care.